If you're watching this video, the YouTube algorithm has some kind of inkling that you're on a stretching journey, you want to stretch, and there's so many stretching videos on YouTube, and a lot are impressive, some are inspiring, but it's time to show a realistic stretching journey. For all my fellow athletes who played sports that involve zero flexibility, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! For all my people that come from zero sports background and just never stretched at all, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! For all the bendy folks that are curious how us blocks of cement normally feel when we stretch, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! To all my loyal subscribers, you guys have seen my yoga journey, you've seen my gymnastics journey, and specifically my stretching. And as of June 1st, 2020, I have stretched every single day, but I want to show realistically how my body changed and how much flexibility was possible stretching every single day. The human bodies are fascinating. The old saying, you never forget how to ride a bike. Stretching is the exact same way. If you were able to do the splits, if you were really flexible growing up, you kind of never forget how. Now on the flip side, if you never learned to ride a bike and someone puts you on a bike, oh shit. As a former basketball player, I will never unlearn how to shoot a basketball. Of course, it will be a little rusty. It's been many years since I played college basketball. It is just built into your muscle. Flexibility is the exact same way. If you're a former dancer, gymnast, if you just stretched a lot as a child, you'll easily be able to get the splits stretching back if you just do it for a couple weeks, maybe a month. So if you want to get back into it, you have that former background, you'd be shocked how fast your body remembers it. Muscle memory, your joints, as you grew up, we're accustomed to stretching. Now, for my fellow athletes who didn't stretch, that's why this journey took a year. The specifics of stretching every day. 4 to 5 times a week, it was like our true stretching session for 15 minutes to 60 minutes pre and post workout. About the other 2 times a week, it was really just seeing what was tight. Like after a night of drinking, I wasn't going to the gym, but I was just, doing the stretches up against the wall, opening up my hips when I was FaceTiming my boyfriend, just making sure I was stretching. The first month, it was just doing the stretching routine you guys have saw. Now, about 2 to 3 months, I started to hit roadblocks, and this is what, for us non-bendy folks, was the biggest eye-opener. As it's not just stretching every day, it's not just the same routine. You constantly have to modify as your body's changing. An example, my calf, I would work on my hamstrings, they would start to feel loose. And then I wouldn't be able to stretch them because my calves were holding me back. So I'd have to start stretching my calves, and my calves would become more stretched, and then I'd have to work on my hips. And so it's this constant, really beautiful thing of becoming like in tune with your body and learning to listen to your body. Ideally have a professional, but even for myself, realizing like, oh no, my hips are what's a little off today. Some big discoveries I had on my stretching journey was how immobile my hips were, how mobile my shoulders were. For example, I was able to get some good shoulder mobility pretty fast. It makes sense, I played volleyball and swimming. The one thing I did really work on mobility my whole life was my shoulders. Now, this is a crazy improvement for my hips. When I think I started, I could barely do this. And I didn't realize how limiting how our hips, everything's connected in the splits. Another thing, my calves. I've been told since I was a little girl I have tight calves, and that was actually limiting my hamstrings. So I think that's an interesting thing on your flexibility journey. What I just said might be the complete opposite for you. It might resonate so much with you, but that was realizing everything was holding me back. And I just thought it was a really cool thing about flexibility, was just truly becoming in tune with our body, which is important in food, in fitness, and just pretty much our overall mental health. Another very important thing I learned, and why it took more time than just trying to get really flexible, is I could have just stopped working out and just tried to become as flexible as possible. But that's usually what leads to injury, because it is possible to become hypermobile. So what I would have to do is, once I finally, pushed my body to the peak of how flexible it could become, I would have to stretch it. So if my biceps could only move this far, I'd have to strengthen them held that far. Otherwise, it won't be strong and supportive. Once I get this far, I'd have to start doing bicep curls up to that. Now, of course, the bicep isn't something I have to worry about flexibility, but with everything else. So as I push my body to its peak of flexibility in that stretched out position, I'll start to strengthen it. I have lactic acid built up. I've learned about in my life. I've had pushing my muscles to fatigue, not being able to breathe, but pushing my body to the peak of flexibility and strengthening it, it was a unique feeling, and which was challenging for me just it being something I'd never done before. Which actually inspired me to make this poll I recently posted, just asking you guys what your goals are for fall, you know, increasing flexibility, strength, body recomposition. Something I've noticed in the fitness world and I hope resonates with my channel and you guys, in which I've really been just proud of the community we've created here and reading your guys' comments, is fitness has been painted very black or white. Like, this is right, this is wrong. Do it this way, not this way. Be keto, be vegan. You know, do HIIT, slow intensity. Do weightlifting, do yoga. Like, it's all like a lot of contradictive, when I find everyone's on the same journey. I think I get stigmatized a lot online is like weight loss versus weight gain. And both paint each other as evil when they're the exact same. There are some people that need to lose weight to be the healthiest version of themselves. It's not that they're bad at the weight they're at, you're at. It's just, you know, you'd be healthier if you lose some weight. On the flip side, some people have such a fear of gaining weight that that's not healthy and that is not productive, and that some people need to gain weight to be healthier, and that you shouldn't fear gaining weight. It's just, they're both trying to just be better. If you need to gain weight to be healthier mentally and physically, you're improving, you're trying to get better. If you need to lose weight to have a better mental health, less food addiction, more just freedom and for your own health, you're moving in that direction. If you've only done HIIT, weight training, strength, and you need to work on flexibility to reduce injury, you're going in that direction. If you've only ever done yoga and you need to increase strength because you've never done things with a sense of power, you're going in that direction. As long as you're going in a direction that's bettering yourself, we are all on the same fitness journey. It's just painted differently. Just like for me, I got some comments when I did my gymnastics training, like people being like, oh, it took her a year to get to the, yeah. And I worked really hard. And I hope you guys realize that for me, if I want to do some kind of running-based workout, something involved jumping, I've jumped and ran my entire life. I could probably pick it up in like 2 weeks, easy, and be better than the average person by far. Stretching, I did every day for a year, and I'm still on the lower spectrum of it. Now I'm a lot more flexible than I was, and I think that's just an important thing to realize. Like, you can compare yourself to others as inspiration and realize we're all just trying to move in a direction, but our speed will always be different because we're all built different. Some people will do really well in keto. Some people will really do well in vegan. We're all built different, whether it be the sports we did growing up, the food our moms ate when we were in their belly, just our ethnicity, how we digest different kinds of food, intolerances we have. And so fall tends to be a time where we all get these new goals. And I think goals are really important. They give us direction, they give you something to work through, you get a sense of achievement, and you're improving yourself. Maybe this is a bit of a rant, but I know even myself, I was trying to make some new goals for my next bucket list items. After I tackle flexibility, I still will be working on flexibility, but like that's a routine now. That's something I have in my life. Like, what's next? So yeah, even though flexibility is one thing, that's something kind of master, I will always have that now foundation which I will build on. But now it's exciting as I'm going to tackle a couple other big challenges coming up. So I'd love to know down in the comments, and let's just hype each other up. If you want to lose weight, it's okay as long as you're doing it a healthy way and through love of your body. If you need to gain weight, do not be scared. I am proud of you. Do it. If you have injuries and you need to work on mobility, this is your sign. If you have never worked on strength and you want to feel powerful and build that confidence, do it. None of those are wrong. The only thing wrong is that you're doing it for someone else and not yourself. And I'm so proud of you. So comment down below and let's just like hype each other up as this new season comes and we're all embarking on different journeys, but in the same direction of bettering ourselves. And most importantly, have a great day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys. Bye.